I'm here at the Miami SeaquarMiami, where Tokitae has spent the last 53 years living in one of the world's smallest orca tanks.
When you've lived in Miami your entire life, you know there is an orca there named Lolita.
For more than half a century, families like the Grimaldis flock to the Miami SeaquarMiami.
She's sort of like part of the community. They bring you here when you're a little kid.
All to get a glimpse of their star attraction, Lolita, the killer whale. Today, we know her as Tokitae.
Then you bring your children, and so one day you're enlightened and you're like, wait a second, it's so wrong.
Over the past decade, awareness about Tokitae's deteriorating living conditions bubbled to the surface in Miami, revealing a sad truth behind the star of many happy home movies.
What you don't know, it's obviously, the conditions that this beautiful Lolita has lived in for so many years. There's no home, there's no time out, there's no let me get some rest, let me relax. That is her entire life. She can't even stay away or hide from the scorching sun in South Florida.
In 2015, Sylvia Grimaldi connected with animal rights activist Alejandro Ariel Dintino while protesting outside the SeaquarMiami.
Yeah, I feel so sad because when you see how she lives, the tank is 3 times her body size, she can swim deep, she can do anything.
Toki's medical records paint a dire picture of life inside the SeaquarMiami, with the 57-year-old orca living in dirty water, being fed rotten fish, and forced to perform for crowds despite injuries.
Her story broke my heart, so from that moment I thought I had to do something.
While the protests went on for several years, it wasn't until 2018 that momentum behind the fight to free Toki got a huge boost, thanks to the Lummi Nation.
I started supporting them, and I can't believe just 4 years later, we are close to achieve this goal. We are very, very close. We changed the history, it's unbelievable.
Thank you so much for joining us.
On March 30th, 2023, Tokitae's new corporate owners, the Dolphin Company, made history by signing a pledge agreeing to the orca's return to Washington waters.
More than just moving Lolita to a place where she will be better, she will become a symbol for us and the future generations.
Now, are there no risks at all? Of course there are some risks. There are risks today for any one of us wherever we are. But is this an opportunity to bring her home? Yes, it is.
The plan to return Tokitae to Washington was developed under the guidance of Charles Vinnick with the group Friends of Toki. First, Tokitae would be coaxed into a custom-made stretcher and lifted out of her aquarium with a crane into a small container filled with ice water. From there, onto a cargo plane for a 6-hour flight to the Bellingham airport. Next, Toki will be loaded onto a barge to transport her to ancestral waters in the Salish Sea. There, she'll be put into an underwater sea pen at a private location. She'll receive round-the-clock medical care and feedings. She's expected to live in that sea pen for the rest of her life.
She is active, she is responsive, she's just full of life. And she has demonstrated a will to live that, frankly, almost no other whale has ever demonstrated. 56, 57 years old, ups and downs.
Vinnick's team is already working to secure approval for Toki's release from the several required federal agencies. If approved, those helping fund the move say she could be home by the end of 2023, but only if she remains in good health.
All of this kind of life force all gathered together to bring her home, and it's a tremendous opportunity that we have to work as expeditiously as possible to bring it to fruition.
So we'll just go like right around here.
Yeah. Back in Miami, Toki is no longer on display to the public.
Scully Choctanat.
But a wall and some fencing won't keep out.
We're here to tell you how much you mean to us and how much you mean to the world.
Messages of love.
You're so beautiful, girl, and your day is coming.
For the journey ahead.
The entire world is praying for you, Tokitae. She's a native sister. She's a Salish Sea daughter. She represents everything native and everything pure. There's no what if or what if something happens along the way. She is going home, period.
Well, the cost of Toki's transport, as well as the construction of her sea pen, will be covered by Indiana Colts owner Jim Irsay, and some estimate that cost could be upwards of $20 million. In Miami, PJ Randawa, King 5 News.